Yo soy Jason, él es Memo y él es Tony. Y les vamos a hablar hoy sobre lo que hacemos nosotros y además qué es CANFF, dónde trabajamos y qué hacemos precisamente en esos lugares específicamente. Quiero empezar con una cita, una frase que para mí tiene mucho sentido en el sentido de que ustedes son inteligentes. Ya son estudiantes a nivel universitario y ustedes obviamente son capaces de hacer eso. Y además son parte de un club de español que, bueno, les felicito por eso. Guys, I want to share with you quickly and this is going to be bilingual, just so you guys know. I want to share with you a quote that I think is really pertinent to you guys because of who you are. You're university students, and I would make the assumption that you're all smart enough to be here, which is why you're here. Let me just share this with you guys really quick. There's nothing particularly impressive about a person who possesses much knowledge. Rather, what makes that knowledge impressive is what that person does with such knowledge to make humanity a better place. Y bueno, para mí es muy importante, porque al saber algo, eso está bien, pero hay que hacer algo con ese algo. You have to be able to do something with that something you possess to then make it important. And so we extend an offer to you all to join forces with us in terms of being a volunteer. Yo les voy a hablar sobre el origen de CANFF. Yo, en el año, aproximadamente el año 2002 hasta 2004, yo fui a jugar fútbol en Honduras. So around the year 2002, 2004, I went to play soccer in Honduras. Fue ahí precisamente donde vi lo que es pobreza. And it's there where I saw what I would have considered poverty. I wouldn't make the blanket statement that everyone is poor in Honduras, because that's absolutely not true. Pero donde jugaba yo, había mucha pobreza. Había sida, había dengue, malaria, muchas enfermedades y muchos problemas. No solamente con eso, sino también con las drogas, prostitución, muchos problemas. So there was not only just issues with malaria, AIDS, and other things such as that, hepatitis, but there's drug trafficking, there's prostitution. So yo me vine acá de vuelta y saqué mi maestría. I actually got my master's here in Latin American and Caribbean Studies. And after that, I realized that academia can actually be applied to something. And I combined that with the sport I love, which is soccer. And I said, okay, with Tony, I said, Tony, how can we help people using a sport we all love, or at least you and I love, and the people of Honduras love as well? Y así empezamos, or fundamos, lo que se llama CANFF, and that's how we founded what is CANFF. And now maybe some of you are saying, well, what does CANFF even mean? Is that somebody's last name? Well, when I was there, when I was living, cuando yo estaba viviendo en Honduras, yo también trabajaba con alguien que ahora es muy amigo mío. Se llama Joseph Natali. Y él tenía una ONG también. When I was living there, I worked with a friend of mine who is now a dear friend of mine by the name of Joseph Natali. And he had a nonprofit, and to make a long story really short, we presented this idea to him to work in Honduras because it made sense. Y él me dijo, bueno, sí, a mí me encanta la idea, pero podemos nombrar la fundación CANFF? In other words, can we name the organization CANFF in honor of my son Carlos Almendares Natali, who was his adopted son from Honduras who was tragically shot and killed? And I said, absolutely. And so that's how we got going and where it began. A partir de ese momento empezamos recaudando fondos y recogiendo implementos, porque la idea es obsequiar a los chicos, los student athletes, los que juegan fútbol y también estudian ahí, los obsequiamos por haber sacado buenas notas. We give the rewards to the kids in Honduras not for being a good soccer player, but for being a good student. And that motivates them to take education serious. Because we all know good and well that not everyone's going to be a pro athlete. Not everyone will be a Lionel Messi or a Cristiano Ronaldo, right? As far as I know, there's only 2 of them. So, nevertheless, our goal is to put education first, but use soccer to promote that.
Memo Echeverri. Les voy a hablar un poco sobre mis experiencias con CANFF y también sobre los cambios que ha tenido Honduras o qué es lo que hemos hecho en Honduras. Bueno, primero que todo soy colombiano, entonces tengo una idea de cómo la gente que no tiene, no se le facilita jugar en un deporte que ama y a la misma vez estudiar y hacer lo que uno hace. Cuando llegué a este país no hablaba ni inglés y tenía obviamente, amaba el deporte, pero no tenía como la facilidad de poder jugarlo y comunicarme con la gente. Mucha gente me ayudó y así pude superarme y hacer lo que quise y a la misma vez estudiar. Eso es lo que, por eso cuando conocí a Jason y conocí a Tony, me presentaron el proyecto, me encantó, ya que no solo podría hacer el deporte que amo, sino poder ayudar a gente que en muchas ocasiones no tiene la oportunidad de jugar el deporte. CANFF, como impactó CANFF en Honduras fueron en muchos sentidos, ya que la comunidad en sí mismo se ayuda entre unos a los otros para mejorar la comunidad y a la misma vez ganar el deporte o cosas para poder hacer el deporte, ya sea en guayos, en uniformes o cualquier otra cosa. También CANFF hizo muchos torres de basura, ya que en Honduras hay muchas enfermedades como malaria, como decía Jason, dengue, y todo esto causa después de lluvias, ya que el mosquito va y le pica a alguien que está infectado y así se spread around the community. CANFF hizo muchos torres de basura, les explicó a la comunidad misma de que empezaran a recoger la basura, ya que estaban infectándose entre ellos mismos, ya si no se ponían a cuidar la comunidad entre ellos. Is everybody understanding Spanish or should I change? We're good? Good. Okay. También los mismos niños van hacia nosotros y nos piden que les ayudemos a arreglar la comunidad. Entonces no es algo que nosotros estamos haciendo solo por nosotros, sino que estamos intentando empower the community so they can do it on their own. Mi experiencia con CANFF ha sido una experiencia mejor dicho, me ha cambiado la vida, ya que he visto mucha pobreza y también he visto muchas cosas buenas a través de estos niños, ya que ellos hacen las cosas porque quieren, no porque deben, y cambiando una comunidad para que sea un mejor sitio es algo fascinante. Como pueden ver, ahí están las fotos de la comunidad jugando soccer o fútbol, arreglando la misma comunidad y aprendiendo inglés, ya que nosotros mandamos voluntarios allá para que enseñen inglés, y ya que el inglés es el idioma, el main idioma de todo el mundo. Y pues ellos, tras de que pueden hacer soccer, estudian y se benefician ellos y nosotros, ya que nosotros no solo nos enfocamos en soccer, porque no queremos crear atletas, queremos educar y ayudar con el public health.
Hola y buenos días, me alegra estar aquí. So you got the English and Spanish from Jason, you got it's like humming. You got the Spanish from Memo, so I'm gonna do mine primarily in English. Basically, I've been to Honduras a bunch of times with Jason, and it's been awesome having Memo aboard. It was his first time going. It was cool seeing someone new taking it all in. Basically, where we're heading is more local endeavors. So far, CANFF has been focused mainly in Honduras and the island of Roatan. Now, locally, I don't know if you guys ever heard, there's an organization called RYFP. It stands for Refugee Youth and Family Programs. What we've been doing the past 3 to 4 years, we just started, we met Trey and Natalie, who were working for the refugee organization. And basically what we were able to do is bring soccer to these kids who were refugees from other countries who didn't have the ability to, or the funds, to go and play on a local club team, because it costs money for jerseys, traveling, and all that kind of stuff. And their parents at this point were just trying to assimilate into society. So basically, we started off that way, just providing them with gear, so balls, shin guards, jerseys, and us taking our time to go and practice with them. What we want to do is take more of our focus from Honduras and do it here locally, because it's much easier to get help from locals than it is to go to Honduras or try to convince an American to donate and help us out over in Honduras. For instance, if we go to a local business and we say, oh, we need sponsorship, well, they want to know what's in it for them. So as you see many sports teams, especially in soccer, there's a logo or something on the front. You guys have seen that in different soccer teams? And what is that? That's advertisement. Well, a lot of businesses here, they're not located in Honduras, so they want to know, why am I going to put my logo on your jersey if these kids are playing in Honduras? No one's going to see it. So it's become difficult, and finances has been a big thing for us, and it's definitely hard to come by. So basically, what we're coming here today is to explain how we build communities through football and how we're going to do it here, mainly in the Tampa and in the Hillsborough and Pinellas area. So, well, summer cohort, Jason kind of talked about that, but we still do things. For instance, this summer we're going to have volunteers who want to go and use your Spanish experience over in Honduras. All right, so if you guys are interested in that, we have more information. But if you guys aren't able to travel over there, locally what we're going to be doing, and our aim is to have ESL and kind of a big brother, big sister kind of program with these refugee kids. So a lot of kids, we have Cubans, Colombians, even kids from Burma, Egypt, places like that, where Spanish language isn't their main language. But what we want to do is find people who want to devote their time. Obviously, it's going to be on a volunteer basis, but to work with these kids so that they can continue learning the English language. So basically, those of you who'd be interested to volunteer your time, we'd set you up with one child, and your job would be to meet with them once or twice a week and converse with them. And you'd be learning Spanish from them, or helping them out with their studies, and they'd be learning English from you. All right. Along with that, of course, our sponsorship includes soccer. Those of you who also are bilingual, but also play soccer, we'd love to have you guys come and help train. So that's basically where we're heading. We're trying to build that program so that we can do things here locally. RYFP, if you guys want to check it out, they're through the Jewish, it's a Jewish foundation over in St. Pete. If you want to look it up, it's RYFP. Basically, as of now, the way we've been able to do this is through our sponsorships. Can I control that? Okay. Okay. Here's just a few. I don't know if you guys have heard of Cinco Soccer. That's a local indoor. Well, it's not indoor. It's futsal, but also Lakeland Soccer, the U.S. Soccer Foundation. So because of these businesses and companies up here, is how we've been able to do what we do so far, which is one of the main things is getting equipment so that we can take it over to Honduras. Oh, also, yeah, those sponsors are on the back of the pamphlet that I gave you if you guys want to check those out. All right. If you guys want to play some soccer and you want to be involved, we have an event coming up. It's called Cleats for Feets. The idea is you guys come. It's a fun soccer tournament. When you're done, you give us your cleats, and those cleats will go to other feets. Okay, so you kind of get the idea of that. If you guys want more information about that, go to our website. We don't have all the details. It should be sometime after Easter, but if you guys are interested, check it out on the website. And the last thing, thank you guys for coming. I'm glad we could talk to you guys about CANFF.